Hi, lovely people. Welcome to my channel, Daybreak again, and this is your host, Kofi. Have you been looking into naming your unborn baby? Have you been looking for a name out there that you think it's unique? Well, in this video, I am going to show you, or I am going to be with you and for you to see the top 20 names for girls so far in 2019. It is the month of July. So, a research was done by a UK based parenting website, and they looked into the names so far that has been registered for babies, and they came up with the top 20 for girls. I will do another video for boys as well, but this time it's for girls. So without much ado, let's get into it, and we're gonna start with number 20. So with number 20, what name came at 20? As you can see on your screen, we have the name Elsie. Elsie, that came in at number 20. The origin of this name is English and Scottish. The meaning of Elsie is a short form of Elspeth, which is a Scottish form of Elizabeth, which comes from the Hebrew Elisheba, meaning God is my oath. It is pronounced LC, as you can see the pointer right here, LC. Some facts about the name LC. Elsie Hughes is the name of the housekeeper in the TV series Downtown Abbey, and Elsie Fisher is the American actress who voices the character Agnes in children's film Despicable Me. I hope you have seen that movie. Numerology that is associated or related with Elsie is the number 5. So names comes with numbers. So whatever it says about the number, that is what it portrays about you. So Elsie has the number 5. And what do we have, or what are the characters about number 5s? Number 5s are explorers who love to connect with others. They are curious and they are impulsive. They are free spirited. They enjoy traveling and adapt easily to new situation. So that is Elsie for you. That came in at number 20. Let's go to number 19 and see what name picked up for number 19. And for number 19, we have the name Charlotte. Charlotte, that came in for number 19. The origin, it's English and French as well. The meaning of Charlotte is the feminine form of the name Charles, meaning free man. Free man. The name was made popular by England's Queen Charlotte in the 18th century. So as you can see right here, that is how it is pronounced. Charlotte. Charlotte. Okay, some fact about Charlotte is Princess Charlotte of Cambridge is the daughter of Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge. Charlotte is also popular in literature and music with Charlotte's Web, the classic children's book by American author E.B. White, and Charlotte Sometimes, a song by The Cure. The numerology, the number that is associated with Charlotte is the number 3. Number 3. And number 3s have an enthusiastic and happy spirit that makes them great fun to be around. They are cheerful and open minded. They also have a great sense of humor. So that is Charlotte coming in at number 19 for you. Let's quickly go to number 18. The name that picked up the spot for 18, it's Willow. Willow. The origin is English, meaning from the willow tree, from the Old English word whitlock, meaning willow, noted for its graceful shape and the pliancy of its wood. Some facts about the name Willow is Will Smith, the American actor, and his wife Jada Pinkett Smith have a daughter named Willow, who has risen to fame as a child actor and singer. Musician Pink also has a daughter named Willow. The name was popularized by the character Willow Rosenberg in TV series Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's look at the numerology, the number that is associated with Willow and the character they portray. The number is 4, and for fours, they are logical and organized. Fours appreciate rules and routines and are good at paying attention to detail. So, if you have a 4, a career that suits you or might suit you is for you to be a scientist, or a manager would suit them as well. So, if you have a daughter you are training up to be, um, you can pick up the name Willow if you want your child to be a scientist or a manager. It does not really apply like naturally, but you can still train somebody, anybody at all. But I think this is what describes Willow. So let's go in and look at who got the spot for number 17. Number 17 is Sophie. Sophie picked up the spot for number 17. The origin of Sophie is Greek, and the meaning of Sophie is a form of Sophia or Sophia, or however you want to say it. Accents are different. Okay, so it's a form of Sophia, from the Greek meaning wisdom. So Sophia means wisdom. Okay, pronoun Sophie for number 17. Some facts about the name Sophie is Sophie's Choice is a best-selling major novel of the 20th century written by William Styron. The idiom "a Sophie's choice" means having to make an impossibly difficult decision. British actress Sophie Turner plays Sansa Stark in the series of Game of Thrones. The number or numerology with Sophie is 9, and nines often have a competitive streak which may propel them to greatness. They often are very active, enjoy playing sports and other physical activities. Let's quickly see who got the spot for 16. And for 16, we come in with the name Ivy, which has English origin. The meaning of ivy is from the name of the plant, which is from the Old English ifig. The fact about Ivy is music superstar parents Beyonce and Jay-Z named their daughter Blue Ivy in 2012. And then American singer Ivy Levan is best known for her 2015 dance hit Biscuit. Numerology, the number associated with IVs, uh, it's the number 2, and IVs are those influenced by the number 2, and they have a great gift for diplomacy, and they are skilled at avoiding conflict. Their flexible nature make them great team players. So that is it for you for Ivy, which picked up the spot for number 16. Let's go to spot number 15 and see what name came up. As you see on your screen, Ella picked up number 15th spot. origin is Greek and English. The meaning of Ella is English short form of Helen, which is from the Greek Helen meaning torch or light, or Selene meaning moon. Okay, so if you want to have your baby called Ella, this is the meaning. Ella means light, Ella means torch, Ella means the moon. Okay, and the pronunciation, as you can see on the screen, is Ella. Okay, Ella Fitzgerald. We are looking at some facts about Ella. So as you can see, the facts are actually related to superstars and celebrities. Okay, so let's look at some facts about the name Ella. Ella Fitzgerald was an American jazz singer, also known as the Queen of Jazz. She produced more than 70 albums and sold 40 million copies. Famous parents to an Ella include John Travolta, Eric Clapton, and Mark Wahlberg. The numerology associated with Ella is 3. And threes, they have an enthusiastic and happy spirit that makes them great fun to be around. Cheerful and open-minded as well. They often also have a great sense of humor. That is Ella coming in at number 15. Let's see who picked up the spot for number 14. And at 14, we have Isabel. Isabel. The French is the origin for Isabel. And then the meaning is French form of Elizabeth. Elizabeth, from the Hebrew name Elisheba, meaning devoted to God. El, El sorry, Isabel is of French origin and it means devoted to God. Some fact about Isabel is Isabel Allende is a Chilean writer famous for novels such as The House of Spirits and City of the Beast. She's been called the world's most widely read Spanish language author. American actress Isabel Fuhrman is best known for her roles in Orphan and The Hunger Games. The number associated with Isabel is 11, and 11 is one of the two master numbers of numerology. Those who possess it are highly intuitive and have a strong sense of spirituality. That is Isabel coming in at number 14. Let's take a look at who got the 13th spot. And 13 goes to the name Grace. Grace has Irish origin, it has Scottish origin, it has Latin origin, and it has English origin. The meaning of grace, from the Old English word which originally comes from the Latin gratia, meaning thanks, also means effortless beauty. Okay, that is the meaning of grace for you. Let's look at some facts about the name Grace. Grace is a popular choice with celebrity parents, as Meryl Streep, Mark Wahlberg, and Kevin Costner have each named their daughters Grace. Perhaps they were inspired by fellow actor, style icon, and Princess of Monaco, Grace Kelly, another icon bearer of the name Grace Jones is a Jamaican-born singer and supermodel. The numerology with Grace is 7. Number 7s, they tend to be analytical and intellectual. They are deep thinkers who dream of a better world. They shun tradition and come across as unique and individual. That is Grace taking number 13th spot. Let's get down to number 12 to see who picked up 12. And we have Evie. Evie that picked up number 12 position. Evie is of Hebrew origin, and the meaning is Latin form of Eve, Eve in the Bible, okay, which is from the Hebrew Heya, meaning life or breath, the name of the first woman in the Bible. Fact about Evie is the name of the evil queen's daughter in Disney's The Descendants. Famous parent, British actor Sean Bean, is father to an Evie. The name was also given to one of the first chatbots in 2007. The numerology for Evie is 5, and fives are explorers who love to connect with others. They are curious, they are also impulsive, they are free spirited, they enjoy traveling and adapt easily to new situations. That is some good stuff for EV, which came in at number 12. So let's go and see who picked up number 11. At 11, we have Aria. Aria. And Aria here, Aria. It also has a different spelling with a Y instead of the I. So let's get in and see. Aria is of Italian origin. From Italian musical term, aria means melody or song. Aria is one of the main characters in the popular TV series Pretty Little Lies, played by actress Lucy Hale. An alternative spelling for aria, as I said, is Arya, and has been chosen by many parents in honor of the strong and independent character in fantasy epic Game of Thrones. Those influenced by the number 2 have a great gift for diplomacy and are skilled to avoid conflict. Their flexible nature makes them great team players. So numerology for Arya is also 2. Let's get down to see who picked up for number 10. And number 10 goes to Emily. Emily has English origin and Latin origin, meaning from the Roman surname Emilius, which was originally from the Latin word emulus, meaning rival. Emily. Fact about Emily is that Emily Brant was an English writer best known for her classic novel The Wuthering Heights. However, when the novel was first published, she wrote under the pseudonym Elizabeth to protect her identity. In popular culture, Emily Blunt is a British American actress famous for her role in The Devil Wears Prada and The Girl on the Train. Numerology for Emily is 1, and for ones, they are determined and independent. Ones are born leaders headed for success. Their charismatic personality means they have no trouble making new friends. So that's some good stuff about the name Emily too, which came in at number 10. At number 9, we have Isabella. Remember, we already talked about Isabel. So this is another form of that name. It's almost the same thing. Also has an Italian name, just like Isabel, and it's the form of Elizabeth for the Italian origin. And from the Hebrew name Elisheba, meaning devoted to God. So it's the same thing as Isabel that we already talked about. And the pronunciation, the S actually is silent. Um, but a Z, you sound the S like a Z. That is why they say it's the Italian form of Elizabeth. So it's Isabella, Isabella instead of Isabella. Okay, some facts about Isabella. Actress and filmmaker Isabella Rossellini is one of Italy's most famous stars. Isabella, Bella Swan, is the protagonist of Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer. The numerology number associated with Isabella is the number 7. And sevens, they tend to be analytical and intellectual. They are deep thinkers who dream of a better world. They shun tradition and come across as unique and individual. So that's some good stuff about Isabella that took number 9 spot. Let's go down to number 8 and see who took number 8. And for number 8, we have Freya. We have Freya. Origin is Scandinavian, meaning from the old German Froa, meaning lady. Freya was the goddess of love in Scandinavian mythology, pronounced here as you can see as Freya. Freya. Fact about the name Freya: there is a Joseph Conrad novel titled Freya of the Seven Isles. A famous Freya in history was Freya Stark, a famous explorer and acclaimed travel writer. Numerology for Freya is number 1, and for once, as we have discussed already, they are determined, they are independent. Once are born leaders headed for success. Their charismatic personality means they have no trouble making new friends. Let's quickly run down to number 7 and see who took up the spot for number 7. For number 7, we have Amelia. Amelia, and it's of German origin. Amelia from Latin, Amelia means strive, and the old German Amal, meaning to work. Okay, so fact about Amelia: it's Amelia Earhart was the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. The variant Amelia and Emilia are characters in Shakespeare's A Comedy of Errors and Othello. In history, King George II and George III both had daughters called Amelia. That is Amelia for you, and some facts about Amelia. And when it comes to the numerology associated with Amelia, we have 5. They have the number 5. And fives, they are explorers who love to connect with others. They are curious and also impulsive. They are free spirited. They love to travel and they adapt easily to new situations. That is Amelia for you. Let's get down to number 6 and see who took the 6th position. Isla. The name Isla came in at number 6 position, and it is of Scottish origin. The meaning of Isla is derived from Islay, the name of an island in the Scottish Hebrides. Isla also means island in Spanish, which is from the Latin insula. Some fact about Isla is Isla Fisher is an Australian actress famous for her roles in Wedding Crashers and Confessions of a Shopaholic. She is famously married to comedian Sacha Baron Cohen. Queen Elizabeth's grandson Peter Phillips and wife Amber named their daughter Isla in 2012. Numerology is 5, and as we have said previously, Fives are explorers who love to connect with others. They are curious and impulsive. They are free-spirited, enjoy traveling, and adapt easily to new situations. We will go and see who took the spot for number five. For number five, we have Mia. We have Mia, which is of Greek origin. Mia is a Scandinavian form of Maria. It means bitter. It means bitter. Some fact about Mia is Mia has been popular since 1964 when actress Mia Farrow first appeared on screens in the soap Peyton Place. Mia is also the main character in Meg Cabot's The Princess Diaries book series, played by Anne Hathaway in the films. Celebrity parents that have named their child Mia include popular British actress Kate Winslet, who used the name for her daughter. Also, the numerology with Mia is also 5. And as we have talked about 5 many times, we say they are also explorers who love to connect with others. They are curious and impulsive. They are free spirited and enjoy traveling and adapt easily to new situations. So we will go down to look at number 4. What name took number 4 position? So we have Eva. We have Eva for number 4. Eva has German origin and a Hebrew origin. Eva, the meaning, it's either from the Latin Eves, meaning bird, or a variation of Eve, which is from the Hebrew Cheva, meaning breath. Some fact about Eva is Hollywood icon Ava Gardner was an Oscar-nominated actress and singer, famous for her legendary beauty and her high-profile love interest, Mickey Rooney, Artie Shaw, and Frank Sinatra. Many stars, such as American actress Reese Witherspoon and Australian actor Hugh Jackman, have named their daughters Ava. The number that goes for Ava is 6, and we say for 6, they are those with the number 6 are matured and sensible. They enjoy creature comforts and may have an artistic flair. 6 often dedicate themselves to the common good. That is good to know about Ava. So if you want to name your daughter Ava, those are the facts for you to think about and see if you want it. Let's go to the top 3. We are down to the top 3. And for number 3, let's see who took the spot for number 3. Lily. Lily comes in at number 3, and it has a Latin origin. The meaning of lily, taken from the name of the plant having delicate trumpet-shaped flowers, regarded as a symbol of purity and perfection. The word is derived from the Middle English lily, which is from the Old English and Latin lilium. Okay, some fact about the name Lily. Singer Lily Allen has won multiple awards for her hit pop albums. Lily is also a popular name among celebrity parents, with Chris O'Donnell, Kate Beckinsale, Greg Kinnear, Fred Savage, and Johnny Depp and Vanessa Paradis all choosing the moniker for their progeny. Lily is also the name of Harry Potter's mother in the book series by J.K. Rowling. And Lily has the numerology 22. 22 is sometimes known as the master builder, and many numerologists consider it to be the most powerful number a person can have. With great vision and leadership abilities, the sky is the limit for 22s. So, if you want to name your daughter Lily, those are some nice and fantastic descriptions and attributes to Lily. Remember, we talked about the other one of the master numbers, and that was 11. You remember? So 22 is the other, because they said there are two master numbers. 11 was the other one, and now 22 is the second one that we just find out. So top two, let's go to top two. Top two, who is at 2? 2 goes to the name Sophia. Sophia. And according to the report by Baby Center, the parenting website I previously talked about, Sophia maintained this part. They maintained this part from last year. So that means parents still love the name Sophia. And you remember Sophia, the other name Sophie. We had already talked about Sophie. That also made it to the top 20. So this is a double win for Sophia. So it's either you go with the full form Sophia, or you use the nickname Sophie. And as we already talked about, Sophie Turner, the star in Game of Thrones. Yeah, that name came in earlier, I think at 17 or so. A big win for the name Sophie and Sophia. It is of Greek origin, and from the Greek meaning wisdom, just like Sophie, like we talked before. Some fact about Sophia is a popular name in the world of film and television. Italy's most renowned actress, Sophia Loren, was originally named Sophia. Sofia Coppola was the first American woman to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Director. Sophia Bush is an American actress most famous for her role as Brooke Davis in TV series One Tree Hill. Numerology for Sophia is also 5. And like we have said many a times, 5s are explorers who love to connect with others, curious, and they are impulsive as well. They are free spirited, they enjoy traveling, and adapt easily to new situation. And now we come down to the name that took the first position. For the number 1 position, we have bam, Olivia. Olivia came in as number 1 for the top 20 names for girls so far in 2019. Is of Latin origin, meaning a Latin name from the word olivum, meaning the olive tree. Do you know, or have you seen an olive tree before? Okay, Olivia, it's from that Olivia. Let's see the fact about Olivia. Olivia was made popular by Shakespeare as the name of a countess in his comedy 12 Nights. In popular culture, Olivia Colman is a BAFTA award-winning British actress, famous for her role in TV series Broadchurch. Olivia Palmero is an American socialite and reality TV star, prominent in the fashion industry. in both the UK and America. And Olivia, like many of the names we have already talked about, also have the numerology of 5. And fives are explorers who love to connect with others. They are curious and impulsive. They are free spirited. They enjoy traveling and adapt easily to new situations. So that is it for the top 20 names that has been registered the most so far in 2019. Credit goes to Baby Center, which is a parenting company. They did this study to see what names parents have been choosing, and I should say that the report made it clear that names that parents have been choosing circles or are inspired uh, by climate change activists, by politics, by TV shows. As we saw and discussed already, Game of Thrones came up a couple of times for the stars in Game of Thrones. So parents are inspired by these stars and celebrities, and they keep naming their children after the stars. At times maybe they want their children to become like these stars that inspires them. And one thing I would say also, the report actually um, stated that some names that has been registered in the UK, that nobody would have ever thought about such a combination. And one is inspired by politics, whilst the other is inspired by pop culture, TV shows, and Game of Thrones, of course. So, for the one name that they knew was inspired by British politics, was the name Blair Margaret. Blair Margaret. Okay, so Blair coming from who? Tony Blair, the former British Prime Minister, and Margaret also coming from the name Margaret Thatcher, also a former British Prime Minister. So you can see this parent who registered the name for her daughter is actually inspired by both former prime ministers. So the name Blair Margaret. The second was inspired by the TV series Game of Thrones, an unusual name that you would not think of, and it's very, very funny and interesting. And that name is Arya Cersei. Arya Cersei. Stark and a Lannister. Oh God, you couldn't have imagined that. That is very interesting. So, from Game of Thrones, a parent was inspired. At least I could see the point. Maybe this parent thought that at the end, all that we need is love. Okay, so she chose the name Arya and Cersei, Arya Stark and Cersei Lannister. Okay, so this parent is trying to create some peace. Okay, so she's like, let me go for Arya and Cersei. That is a very nice combination of such names from the TV show Game of Thrones. So, people, this is the top 20 names for girls that parents have registered so far, okay, in 2019. And a study by Baby Center have revealed these were the names for top 20. So next time I'll bring you the top 20 for boys as well. Please like this video, please share this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any relevant video or anything I put out for you. Okay, I am Kofi. I'm your host, and the name of the channel is Daybreak Again. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you continue to make the right decisions in life and give your babies the most wonderful names you could ever think of. I hope this one helps. Share with your friends, share with your family, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.